Bro, you got fired. Kids, being as pure as they are, can sometimes have a sting in their words. This was precisely one of those moments. Hearing those words felt like a final blow, leaving me stunned. "I will never forget your kindness," were the words of gratitude she expressed to me back then just a lie. "Yes, you're fired as of today. There's no place for a temp like you here." The way she said it had an implied meaning, and I timidly looked up. "My name is Alex. I'm a salesman at a company that handles caregiving products. Sorry, this is sudden, but I need to go out on sales calls." They say sales is all about legwork, and indeed, every day is incredibly busy. Yet, I found this job fulfilling. But there's one person I just can't get along with. "Oh, what's this? You seem awfully busy." "Keith." This person, always sporting a condescending smile, is Keith, my supervisor. Despite having to interact with him often for work, I've always found him difficult to deal with.
"So what's the rush? Where are you off to in such a hurry?" "I've received an urgent request from a nursing home." "Really? Life must be tough for a high school grad temp like you. Well, do your best to make some money, Alex." "Okay."
Keith smirks and pats my shoulder as he speaks. It's not that his words hurt, but this kind of interaction always leaves me at a loss and quietly builds up stress. True, I joined the company right after high school as a temporary employee. Most of my work involves responding to client requests and transporting products. I'm not yet entrusted with securing large new contracts or handling large-scale projects.
"Oh, sorry, Alex. I called you out all of a sudden." "No problem at all. Please call me anytime. Here are the items you ordered. Could you please check them?" "Yes, I will. Thank you. You always accommodate us so well, Alex. It really helps us out a lot." Working in caregiving is tough, isn't it? If I can be of any help, that makes me happy too.
On the other hand, I often meet with our business clients' reps, which has allowed us to establish good relationships. Being able to help people in caregiving feels fulfilling, and that's what I cherish the most. That was one day. Out of the blue, a huge, unexpected job came my way.
"Hey, Alex." "Yes, Keith, what's up?" "Come to the business meeting I'm attending soon." "Wait, the meeting with the leading company in the industry?"
Seeing Keith's smug smile, I was surprised.
"That's right. Be thankful, Alex. I'm giving you a chance to gain some experience. Make sure the presentation materials are ready." "Yes, I'll do my best."
Such opportunities are rare. Though I had to work with Keith, the chance to be involved in such a significant project excited me. I struggled with unfamiliar tasks like preparing presentation materials while keeping up with my daily duties. And finally, the day of the business meeting arrived. "Good morning."
Alex, why are you still here?"
Arriving a bit earlier than usual, a colleague spotted me and seemed surprised.
"What do you mean?" "Just a while ago, Keith hopped in a taxi heading to the venue. I thought you were with him." "Is that so? Sorry, thank you. I'll check it out."
I hastily called Keith. "Hello." Keith, good morning. Are you already headed to the venue?"
"Yes, I am. You're too slow, so I left already." "Sorry, but isn't it still too early to leave?" "To avoid being late just in case, it's only natural to move close earlier, right? This is why temps are useless."
"Sorry."
"Well, anyway, you won't get reimbursed for taking a separate taxi. You should take the bus, got it?" "Yes, I understand."
Although I didn't agree with Keith's reasoning, there was still plenty of time. I gave up and decided to take the bus to the venue as instructed. After clearing up some regular tasks at the office, I headed to the bus stop near the office to go to the venue.
"Good, I still have plenty of time. I've got the presentation materials too."
While checking the time and my belongings, I waited for the bus. Then, I spotted a little girl, looking down and distressed, at the edge of my vision.
It's gone. It's gone. What should I do?
The girl was muttering to herself with a face on the verge of tears. It seemed there were no adults nearby who looked like her guardians. The other adults waiting for the bus were all pretending not to notice her. Are you okay? Unable to just ignore her, I approached the girl.
What's wrong? Are you looking for something? Yeah, I lost the wallet my mom gave me.
I see. While listening to the girl, I looked around. At first glance, there was no sign of a wallet. What should I do? I can't even get on the bus now. Are you riding the bus alone?
Yeah, my bus pass is also in the wallet. It's really important, and I lost it.
The girl was holding back tears, her eyes brimming with them. All right, I'll help you look for it. Really? Are you sure?
Of course, it's important, right? Let's find it. Yeah, thank you.
I couldn't just overlook the situation. I decided to help the girl search for her wallet. We sifted through the foliage of street trees and peeked into roadside gutters.
It's not here either.
But we couldn't find anything that looked like a wallet. As we were searching, the bus I was supposed to take pulled into the bus stop. The bus is here. I'll try to manage on my own from here, so you should catch your bus. It's fine. Another bus will come along soon. Your wallet is more important.
But don't worry. Remember, I said we'll definitely find it. Let's keep trying a little longer.
Okay. As I tried to encourage the girl, she nodded earnestly. And then, after searching for several more minutes, a little bit away from the bus stop, at the base of a hedge, I spotted a cute pink wallet lying there. Hey, could this be it? My wallet.
Great, we found it. Look, the next bus is just arriving. Shall we ride together?
Yes, thank you. Though the time for the business meeting was drawing close, I should still be able to make it just in time. I boarded the bus that had just arrived with the girl. This is bad. It looks like I'm going to be late. After parting with the girl and getting off at the bus stop near the venue, I hurriedly pulled out my phone while walking fast. Along the way, the bus got caught in traffic, causing a significant delay in my arrival. The business meeting was about to start soon. In a panic, I called Keith. Hello, Keith. It's Alex. Alex, where are you right now? The meeting is about to start. Sorry, I just arrived at the nearest bus stop. You just arrived. Why didn't you take an earlier bus? Well, I had lost something along the way, and the bus was delayed too, so it looks like I'll be about 15 minutes late.
Lost something? Bus delay? Man, you really need to keep your excuses in check.
On the other side of the phone, Keith exaggeratedly sighed. Fine, we'll proceed without you. Don't bother coming now. But what about the presentation materials? What? Did you really think I'd need materials made by a junior like you? Just head back to the office. Don't even think about coming here, got it? Wait, please, Keith, wait, Keith. He didn't wait for me to finish speaking and hung up the phone. I really messed up. I let out a heavy sigh. Clutching the bus delay certificate I had obtained just in case, I turned back the way I came, heading back to the office as instructed. Returning to the office without being able to do anything, my colleagues greeted me with surprised looks. Alex, what happened? Weren't you supposed to be at the meeting? Sorry, I made several mistakes, and Keith told me to return to the office. What happened exactly? Well, actually, just as I was about to explain, my phone in my chest pocket rang. It was Keith. I hastily answered the phone. Hello.
Alex, what have you done?
Ed.
If you had come on time, none of this would have happened. What are you going to do about this? Please calm down, Keith. What exactly happened? What happened? We lost the deal, that's what. The contract fell through because you didn't show up. But it was you who told me to go back to the office. Don't make excuses. If you hadn't been late in the first place, this wouldn't have been necessary, right?
That is.
Huh? Forget it. I'm really disappointed in you. I'll be reporting this to the upper management. Prepare yourself for the consequences.
Yes, I'm sorry. The phone was abruptly hung up. This situation seemed to be more severe than I thought, and a feeling of unease spread through me. Alex, are you okay? Yes, I'm sorry. I apologized again as the concerned employee peered at my face. So bad. That day, as I prepared to leave, I let out yet another heavy sigh, the count of which I had lost. Afterwards, it seemed Keith had gone straight home, and I hadn't yet had a chance to face him directly. Although my colleagues tried to cheer me up by saying, "Don't worry about it too much," I still felt a heavy burden. How should I apologize tomorrow? While pondering how to apologize to Keith, I walked through the company lobby when...
At what? Why are you here?
I was surprised when the little girl I had met at the bus stop earlier called out to me and ran over.
What's going on? Why are you here?
Well, I promised to go home with my mom, so I'm waiting here. Oh, so your mom works here too? Yes, just like you. She brightly said and thanked me again. Thank you. Because of you, I was able to go to school right after.
That's good. Make sure you take care of your wallet from now on, okay?
Yes. Her smile eased my heart. Though work hadn't gone well, if I could protect this little girl's smile, then it was worth it. As we continued to talk, the girl suddenly exclaimed, having spotted something. Mom. Chelsea, sorry to keep you waiting. Wait, President Bennett. I was shocked when the girl called the approaching woman Mom. It turned out she was Ashley Bennett, the president of our company. Good evening, Miss Bennett.
Good evening. You're Alex from sales, right? Did you help my daughter?
I just helped her a little, nothing major.
Yes, I heard from her. You missed your bus to help her look for a wallet, right?
Miss Bennett said with a smile, her expression soft like a kind mother. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Why don't you thank him properly again? Yes, thank you for helping me find my wallet. The energetic girl thanked me. Her name was Chelsea. Seeing them together, it was clear she and President Bennett were very much alike. We're about to go have dinner. Alex, if you're free, why don't you join us? Are you sure that's okay? Of course. I want to thank you for helping Chelsea. Will you come with us? I really want to talk more with you. See, Chelsea is also asking. All right, I accept your kind offer. That's the spirit. I'll just bring the car around. Wait here with Chelsea. Miss Bennett playfully said as she headed to the parking lot, jingling her car keys. My mom is cool, isn't she? Yes, very cool. Chelsea said proudly, and I couldn't help but agree. Miss Bennett brought us to a restaurant that seemed quite upscale for a young corporate employee like myself. As we entered, we were naturally shown to a nice private room.
The owner and I are acquaintances. Relax and feel free to order anything you like.
Yes, thank you. Look, the meat here is super delicious. It comes with delicious soup. Really, thank you for the recommendation. Encouraged by the familiar demeanor of Miss Bennett and Chelsea, I decided on my menu item. Alex, I really want to thank you for today. No, it was nothing, really. As Miss Bennett once again expressed her gratitude, I shook my head in denial. I truly felt that what I did wasn't worthy of such thanks. And then, reflecting on how the business deal had failed because of me, I was suddenly jolted back to reality. I then turned to Miss Bennett, who was right in front of me, to apologize. Miss Bennett, I'm so sorry about today's business deal. It fell through because I was late. Yes, I'm aware of that. I received a report from the sales department. But you know, I don't really care about that. What? Surprised, I looked up. I met Ms. Bennett's kind, smiling eyes.
Most people would have prioritized the business deal, but you didn't ignore Chelsea when she was in trouble. To me, that's far more important than any business deal.
But
Oh, and I'm not saying this just because it was Chelsea who was in trouble. It's your capacity to care for others that I find most valuable. So don't worry too much about the failed deal, okay?
Thank you so much. Feeling a bit embarrassed but reassured, I thanked Ms. Bennett, who was almost motherly in her demeanor. Our ordered dishes arrived. Unable to decide for myself, I ended up ordering the same dish as Chelsea. We ordered the same thing. Let's eat together.
I'm sure. Let's eat.
The tender meat with creamy soup. Feeling almost like I had become one of Ms. Bennett's children myself, I blushed slightly. Noticing my reaction, Ms. Bennett narrowed her eyes in amusement.
I'll make sure you get home safely tonight. You can even drink some wine. They have a great selection here. I recommend it.
No, I mean, thank you.
Alex, you're so modest. Tell me, why did you prioritize helping Chelsea over the business meeting?
Well, that's because…
Oh, sorry. If it's difficult to answer, you don't have to. I'm asking not as a president, but just as a curious mother.
Saying that, Ms. Bennett gave a troubled smile. Her face was filled with compassion, and I couldn't help but see a resemblance between her and my own mother. She would understand and accept whatever I shared with her, I thought.
The truth is, I still use the wallet my father left me as a keepsake. So when I saw Chelsea had lost hers, I couldn't just pass by. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know about your father. I didn't mean to pry.
It's okay. My father passed away when I was young. Then you were raised by your mother.
Yes, I'm really grateful to her. I want to make her life easier as soon as I can. That's why I'm also grateful to you, Ms. Bennett, for giving me a chance right out of high school. Thank you so much. That's very admirable of you. I'm proud to have someone like you in my company.
She took a sip from her glass of water and smiled warmly.
Alex, I really thank you. I will never forget your kindness.
Her sincere expression of gratitude made her look truly beautiful. I was relieved to receive Miss Bennett's forgiveness regarding the failed business deal. I thought to myself that I wanted to continue working under her leadership. Despite my resolution. What's this? Why is this here? The next day, I was stunned to find a document on my desk. Termination notice. I rubbed my eyes repeatedly, reading the document over and over again. But the words written there remained unchanged. How could this be? Alex, looks like you really did get the axe. Keith? Caught off guard by the voice from behind, I turned around. There stood Keith as usual, smirking in a demeaning manner. Keith, what does this mean? It's the obvious consequence, isn't it? You blew a deal with the industry's leading company. But, to fire me so suddenly, could there be some mistake? I don't know, it's an order from above. If you have complaints, go argue with Ms. Bennett directly. Ms. Bennett, but she said yesterday. What? What about Ms. Bennett? No, it's nothing. I stopped myself mid-sentence and closed my mouth. I realized that discussing my conversation with Ms. Bennett with Keith would be pointless. Keith approached with that unpleasant grin still plastered on his face as I fell silent.
Well, with someone like you around, the company would just keep losing out. The higher-ups made the right call.
With that, Keith patted my shoulder lightly.
Take care, Alex. Clean up your desk, and then you can head out. And don't bother coming back tomorrow. Best of luck with your job hunting.
Understood. My mind couldn't grasp the sudden turn of events. All I could manage was a weak nod in response to Keith's instructions. Why did it come to this? No answer came to mind. I staggered toward the lobby. Ms. Bennett, were your words yesterday a lie? The image of her kind expression haunted my farts. Could it be that her smile yesterday was deceitful? I didn't want to believe it. Trying to keep the rising dark emotions at bay, I struggled to control myself. That's right, I should check with Miss Bennet. It might be a misunderstanding. I wanted to believe that. Trying to calm my restless heart, I was about to head to the president's office when… Alex. Chelsea. Startled by Chelsea's call, I snapped back to reality. Waving energetically, Chelsea ran towards me. Are you done with work for today, Alex? Yeah. I thought so. What do you mean by thought so? Her remark struck me as odd. Wondering what she meant, I asked her directly.
Chelsea, do you know something?
Yes. Mom said yesterday that you were fired. What? For a moment, I couldn't believe my ears. Tentatively, I asked again. Fired. Is that what she said? Yes, that's right. So, you see… Chelsea. Miss Bennet's voice echoed in the lobby, interrupting Chelsea's excited chatter. Oh, Mom.
Now, we had a deal to go straight home today, didn't we?
But I wanted to see Alex soon. Oh, Chelsea. Miss Bennet. Feeling unsure and unable to see the whole picture clearly, I tentatively broached the subject with Miss Bennet. Alex, sorry about that. Chelsea has been worried about you since yesterday. It seems she came to see you. That's okay. But, Miss Bennet, about this. As I spoke, I handed her the termination notice that had been left on my desk. Miss Bennet, could you please explain this? I'm sorry, I just can't understand it. Oh, this is… Taking the termination notice from my hand, Miss Bennet tilted her head. Well, you're terminated as of today. As a contractor, that is. What? Surprised by her cryptic whisper, I looked up. Her face was filled with the same compassionate smile as yesterday. Alex. Yes. Sorry, this document is missing a crucial part. Here, take this. Could you read it? This is… I read the document handed to me by Miss Bennet. It contained unbelievable news, and I looked up at her in astonishment. Miss Bennet. Yes, Alex. Your contract as a temporary employee is over. From today, you're a full-time employee. You'll be transferred to a new department, working as my personal assistant. Why would someone like me? I was greatly perplexed. Being the personal assistant to Miss Bennet was a prestigious position held only by the elite within the company. Seeing me lost for words, Miss Bennet chuckled softly. Really, is it that surprising?
It is surprising. To be the president's assistant, that's… Are you sure about me?
It's you I want. Alex, you see, I'm a single mother too. Really? Surprised, I watched as she smiled sadly and gently pulled Chelsea closer. When Chelsea was still in my belly, my husband passed away. I took over this company from him. I see.
Alex, I wanted to support you. Becoming a full-time employee would allow you to give your mother more peace of mind, I thought. Was I being too meddlesome?
Not at all. Not at all. Overwhelmed by surging emotions, my heart trembled. Unable to articulate my feelings well, I simply conveyed my heartfelt thanks to Miss Bennet with great fervor. Thank you so much, Miss Bennet. I will do my best from now on. Good, I'm looking forward to working with you, Alex. Thus, from that day on, I began working as the personal secretary to Miss Bennet. From then on, I spent most of my days alongside Miss Bennet. Alex, Chelsea will be coming to the lobby after school today. Could you please go home with her first? Yes, sure. Part of my duties as Miss Bennet's secretary seemed to include being a companion to Chelsea after she returned from school. Alex.
Chelsea, sorry for the wait. I'll be going home with you today. Yay. Hey, tonight's dinner is curry. Mom was so excited yesterday, she made enough for you too, Alex. So let's eat dinner together today. That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
While I take care of Chelsea, Ms. Bennet treats me kindly in both professional and personal aspects. It feels a bit ticklish, somewhat embarrassing, but I really like my current life. Meanwhile, an incident occurred that shook Keith's position. It seems there was an inquiry from the representatives of the major corporation about the business meeting.
We would like to hear again about Alex, who unfortunately had to miss the meeting on that day.
Alex's, you say?
Yes, we had a difficult time understanding Keith's explanation and had to decline at that time. However, after hearing about Alex's reputation from other companies, we would like to request a product presentation from him again.
It seems that the representative from our business client, with whom we've always had a good relationship, pulled some strings for us. Following that, we proceeded with the negotiations again, and impressively, we secured a contract with a major corporation. Your hard work has paid off, Alex. I'm overwhelmed, thank you. However, we need to do something about him. In the wake of this event, while Ms. Bennet's esteem for me increased, Keith faced severe consequences. His attempt to pin his inadequate presentation skills on his subordinates came to light, resulting in his demotion and subsequent transfer to a small regional branch. Some time passed, and then one day,
Hey Alex, you're off tomorrow, right? Let's go out. So you should stay over at our place tonight.
While we were having dinner at Ms. Bennet's house as usual, Chelsea started talking about this.
Chelsea, going out is fine, but staying over is a bit much. Oh Alex, it's fine. There's a spare room we use as a study.
But, Ms. Bennet, I don't even have a change of clothes. Just wait a moment. She reassured me and went into the back room. Alex, if you don't mind, please use this. What is this? I was even more bewildered when she returned and handed me something. It was a set of men's loungewear.
It belonged to my late husband. There's some underwear too, still unopened.
Miss Bennet. My chest tightened. Lost for words, I stood there frozen, and Miss Bennet blushed as if flustered. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. It's weird, right, to offer you such things? No, Miss Bennet, it's not that. I grabbed her hand trying to take back the clothes, holding it firmly. Is it really okay for me to use these? Chelsea's father had passed away before she was born. Chelsea is in second grade now. It's been over 8 years, and his clothes are still here. Just like the wallet that was my father's keepsake, these must be precious to Miss Bennet as a remembrance of her husband. Isn't this something important to you? Yes, it is, but I want you to use it, so, if you don't mind, could you stay tonight? Alex. Miss Bennet. Hey Mom, Alex. Startled by Chelsea's call, Miss Bennet and I quickly released the hands we had been holding.
What is it, Chelsea? What's going on, Chelsea? When are you and Mom getting married, Alex? What? Marriage? Chelsea, what are you saying? Oh, come on, you two are always so lovey-dovey, ignoring me. Hey, Alex, I want a dad, and I'd like a brother or sister too. So, marry Mom and become my dad.
Well, but... Taken aback by Chelsea's sudden remark, I felt my face turning red. I glanced at Miss Bennet's face. She was also blushing, her gaze fixed on me. Miss Bennet. Yes, what is it? May I call you Ashley? Yes, you may. With her face still red, Ashley nodded slightly. Chelsea, watching us with a big smile, seemed delighted by the scene. This unexpected turn of events started a new relationship. It might not take long before I truly become part of their family.